I was told to hammer a little more aggressively. So this is Diana Hill. You can't see me because the lovely choir is in front of me. I am calling the meeting to order at 4:01. And Ms. D'Angelo, roll call, please.
Mrs. Padasani. Here. Mrs. Davidson.
Here.
Mrs. Hill.
Here.
Mr. Forehand.
Here.
Mr. Bragman.
Here.
Thank you. And I will look for a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Wonderful. We will now move to Mrs. Reed.
Thank you so much, President Hill. I'd like to welcome our principal, Robert Castillo, to the podium to introduce the Pledge of Allegiance and our patriotic song.
Good evening, Madam President Hill, members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Pulver, members of our executive cabinet, distinguished guests, and our Oak families, students, and staff. We have packed the room. Welcome. What an honor it is to share this evening with you. My name is Robert Castillo. I have the privilege of serving as a principal of Oak Middle School. Before we begin, I'd like to invite our very own lion, Mark Ochoa, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Mark, the floor will be yours. After, I would like to ask our guests to please remain standing as Mr. O'Connell, director of the Oak Choir, will honor us with the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Good evening, everyone. Please take off all hats and caps. Put your right hand over your heart. Please stand. Face the flag. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Thank you.
Families take pictures real quickly of our choir students before the rest of us can get down. Hold on. Oh, okay. I've been told I need to speak into the microphone, so Mr. O'Connell, would you stand in the center, please? Because the Board of Education realizes this doesn't happen very easily. And what you do, you have earned now, we've upped our game here. It's the gold, pure gold Medal of Honor. Thank you for all you do. You're the first person that doubted it was pure gold. I need you to tell you that. Okay.
That was amazing. Another round of applause for Amazing Choir. That was great.
Choir, thank you so much, and you were spectacular last night. Mrs. Reed, I'll throw it back to you.
Thank you so much, President Hill. We just love starting our board meetings this way, and it's just amazing to see so many ASB students this time from Oak Middle School. I want to just shout out your ASB advisors, Mr. and Mrs. James, for all of this work. Can we give them a big round of applause? Mrs. James was just saying it's 78 students, and I just think that's such an amazing testament to the work of the entire Oak staff for really empowering kids to be leaders, and it's just so awesome to see in middle school. But I'd like to also thank Mr. Castillo, who's going to spend some time sharing about the accomplishments and the vision of Oak Middle School with us this afternoon.
Thank you, Thank you, Ms. Reed. One of the best parts of my job is watching our students step into leadership, and tonight, two of our finest are going to do exactly that. Please help me welcome Mackenzie Cruza, our ASB Spirit and Activities Commissioner, and Summer Lee, our Student Liaison of Publicity. These two young women represent everything that is right about Oak Middle School.
Good afternoon, Madam President, esteemed members of the board, Superintendent Pulver, and Oak community.
My name's Summer.
And my name's Mackenzie, and we're both representatives of Oak's ASB. From our Spirit Weeks highlighting Oak's community to an array of contests, we're bringing you the wrap-up of Oak. Those outside of ASB may not realize just how much work goes into bringing Oak's mission to life. Fun
And pride. Our team is composed of different aspects, but we work together to make our visions come to life. Mackenzie and I are from different committees, but we still work together with the same goals. This is how we thrive, different parts that connect to make a whole.
We are built off of many ideas, making our mission clear, creating an engaging and inclusive environment for all students.
The new school year came with dozens of new minds and our new advisor, Mrs. James. We also got to expand our class from 35 students to 80.
Due to the doubling of our class, we were able to present Oak with a new event that changed the course of our year. We created and built the inaugural Halloween Maze.
After weeks of hard work, it was meaningful to ASB students to see kids going through the maze either screaming in terror or laughing in joy. It was worth it to see the turnout.
After just 1 week, we had to pivot and change courses to the next big thing.
Winterfest.
This event is one last banger before the holidays. The theme this year was the Gingerbread Gala, and it featured music, games, glitter tattoos, and a photo booth.
Winterfest is a good chance to remember that school doesn't just have to be a place to learn, but also a community.
Currently, we have our sights set on Springfest. This year's theme is Under the Sea.
I assure you that it's going to be totally fantastic. Springfest is the final event to celebrate the school year.
For the first time, we're bringing our Springfest indoors. We will feature Kona Ice, a DJ, and photo booth. This event is going to be our final celebration with students creating unforgettable memories.
Additionally, we've been strengthening the incoming leaders on campus through the 6th grade leadership club, teaching them important leadership skills.
With all of our values in mind, Oaks ASB is looking to the future.
The bonds we've made will stick with us forever and have taught us efficiency, time management, and kindness.
With the last months of the school year approaching, we're working to ensure our school year ends with a splash. So thank you once again, esteemed board members, Dr. Pulver, Madam President, and Los Alamitos community for listening to the wrap-up of Oak. And as always, hear us roar!
They are amazing. I'd like to talk about the champions at Oak Middle School, but I want to take a moment before I get into the work, because the work only happens because of the people. To our Board of Education and Dr. Pulver, thank you. Your investment in our schools, your vision for your students, your leadership make everything we do possible. To Executive Cabinet, Ms. Reed, Ms. Schnur, Dr. Weiswright, thank you for all the support you have provided me and our students. It's clear that you are invested in everyone's success, from the front office staff, bus drivers, ground support, nutrition personnel, and all of our certificated staff. You care and give the very best so that we may do the same with our students in our community. To my Oak admin, Mr. Segura, Ms. Kuhar, and Ms. Reynolds, I want to take a genuine moment here because these words do come from the heart. My role as new principal at the campus would not be the same if I didn't have your support. I want to tell you that you have demonstrated patience, grace, and an unwavering focus on what matters most, our students. You are consistent when things get hard. You are empathetic when students need someone in their corner, and you are always willing to go the extra mile without being asked, because that is simply who you are. Thank you for being there for our students, our staff, and our community. And for me, I appreciate you. I also want to acknowledge someone who isn't in the room tonight, but whose fingerprints are all over the work we do. Mr. Quartermarch has been a rock-steady professional in every sense of the word. He offers wisdom, his insights, and his laughter, and I mean that in the very best possible way. I know he could not be here tonight, but I am certain I'll get a text from him wishing me well. Eddie, Jen, thank you for everything you do, your support, and your friendship. You are a reflection of the very best leadership this district has to offer. To our Oak office and classified superstars, I see you. You are the first faces students and families see each morning. You set the tone, you are seen, and you are deeply appreciated. Tonight, everything I share with you is a reflection of one belief: every student needs a champion. And at Oak, we take that seriously, from every classified to every certificated person in this classroom and every parent. Thank you. Now, Oak is built as a great school. Great schools are built by great teachers. And I have walked into some incredible classrooms this year. With the support of our TOSA, Ms. Christine Olmstead, and our leadership team, our teachers have been on a focused professional journey, grounded in the research of John Hattie and the training of Michael McDowell. The result is a shared instructional language at Oak: direct instruction, balanced student voice, checks for understanding, and academic vocabulary. Walk into any classroom and you will see these in action. Ed Services has been a strong partner with us this year, providing targeted training for our math teachers and equipping our ELA teachers to better utilize the Savas curriculum. Our science teachers have been collaborating in tandem across Oak and McAuliffe to bring consistency and shared support to students at both campuses. This does not happen by accident, but rather through intentional support and natural relationships, like that of Ms. Katsuki, our science department chair, and Mr. Maya, a former Oak Lion who is now teaching at McAuliffe. We've also launched a new math and ELA academy designed to push students through learning boundaries, build academic confidence, and support success in class and on assessments. The Lion and Eagle academies are now thriving, and our students are actually enjoying waking up early for an extra period of enrichment. Our teachers don't clock out when the bell rings. They coach teams, they advise clubs, and they build the kinds of relationships that make students want to come to school. That is what champions look like. I could talk about instruction all night today, but I'd rather show you what it looks like. In November, our science team hosted an astronomy night. Students, parents, volunteers, and community members came together for an evening unlike anything else. Students had been studying the universe in class, and that night it came to life right in front of them. That is the Oak experience. More recently, our sixth grade team arranged for every single sixth grader to visit the Long Beach Aquarium. Over the span of 2 days, every student had the chance to experience the wonders of the sea firsthand. Not some students, but every student, and that is what matters. On any given day at Oak, you will find students collaborating, going on campus quests, and presenting their findings. You might even catch them working alongside high school MUN students who come to our campus to bridge the learning across grade levels. Our junior MUN students have already had the opportunity to attend 4 conferences this year. And teachers don't just describe the learning, they deliver it. And the learning is showing up in our data. On the 2025 CAS, our Oak outperformed Orange County averages at every single grade level in both ELA and math. In ELA, sixth graders scored 79.9 versus Orange County's 59.0. Our 7th graders, 79.3 against 60.4 from Orange County. And our 8th graders scored at 83.5% proficient versus 57%. In math, the standard continued. Our 6th graders scored 69.4 against 50.5 from Orange County. Our 7th graders, 63.4 versus 48.5. And our 8th graders continued making great progress by scoring 62.8% proficient versus 46.6. Oak is ranked in the top 5% of middle school statewide and at the top 10% overall test scores in California. We are very proud, but we believe that there's still more to reach for. It is a rather ambitious goal to want more, but we believe in every student and we want every student to succeed and score proficient across the board. We are grateful for our current progress, and I want to be clear, these scores belong to every teacher, every staff member, every classified person at Oak, not just ELA and math. When every educator owns the data, every student benefits. And our goal is to provide proficiency and growth for every student that walks through the gates and into our classrooms. Yes, this is a tall task to take on, but it is our calling and an expectation that we champion for every student, not just the ones that do well. When we look at our MAP benchmark data, our MAP middle of the year data tells the same story. When you put it next to national averages, it's a story worth telling. In reading, 6th graders scored 220.2 versus a national average of 211. Our 7th graders 222.7 versus 214. And our 8th graders 227.1 versus 217. In math, our 6th graders scored 229 versus 216. 7th graders 233 versus 221, and our 8th graders scored 239.3 versus 226. On average, our student percentile is 74% in reading and 79% in math. Put simply, our average Oak student outperforms nearly 4 out of 5 students nationally, and that is remarkable. But what I'm most proud of is what we do with this data. Every ELA and math teacher has been given the tools to review MAP scores with students, share their individual results, explain their progress, and name the gaps that they're working on together. That kind of honesty with students builds ownership of their students' progress. I'm also proud to say that we've extended that same type of transparency with our families. Mr. Quartermarch and I held a Zoom presentation in December for Oak and McCullough families to walk through the reports together. Reports have gone home twice this year, and families are using them. They're having those conversations at the dinner table, and that's exactly what we had hoped. With the support of Mr. Bennett, we've also paired those reports with Friday messages that give every family a proactive grade update each week. No surprises, just another effort to keep our families informed. We believe in developing the whole student. Academics are important, but we know that it takes more. We want to make meaning and make sure that students know that they must take care of their bodies, their minds, and their hearts. Our PE teachers are phenomenal. They bring scaffolding and skill development to gymnastics, basketball, football, volleyball, tennis, and more. I believe that if we had a pool, I'm confident they'd want to train Olympic swimmers. Our intramural programs give students the gift of competition: flag football, basketball, volleyball, team handball, soccer, and pickleball. Every student who steps on that field has a coach in their corner who believes in them. Our wellness center is one of the things that I'm also very proud of at Oak. It is a safe, structured, welcoming space, organized and staffed by a team that shows up every day to make sure that no student has to navigate a hard moment alone. For this, I thank Dr. Jensen, our wellness and mental health counselor, and Mr. Ray Leong, our military and family life counselor. When you layer this with the support of our admin team, we are sure to find the right support for every student. Both Mr. Segura and I come with experience as counselors. And of course, Ms. Reynolds and Ms. Kuhar know every student by name, by story, and by need. Because of the unified efforts of the classified, our teachers, and our admin, I have watched our campus come alive in different ways. More conversations, more laughter, more lions being lions. And at Oak, we believe that every student deserves a stage, and our arts programs make sure that they have one. Mr. O'Connell arranged for a choir night at Angel Stadium earlier this year. He's already held a fall and winter shows at McGaw, a choir Burbank Blast that just happened this past week, which I believe they took first place. And of course, our Oak Choir was part of the amazing all-district choir show. For those of you who know, you might even say it was a prehistoric event. As far as band orchestra program, Mr. Harrell has them competing in their first competition tonight, and I'm very excited for them. By the end of this year, they will have participated in 2 orchestra festivals, 2 concert band festivals, and 2 jazz festivals, a trip to Disney recording workshop, and to the Knott's Berry Farm Festival. Our amazing theater teacher, Ms. Belle Jones, has been working diligently to prepare our drama students for their second show in April. And Ms. Harbor, our art teacher, has also presented amazing artwork from her students at the Los Alamitos All-District Art Show. This year, she had the highest turnout ever. She is looking forward to an upcoming field trip to the Getty with her students, and she is excited to showcase more student artwork at our April 2nd open house. Her dedication and passion are clearly seen in her students' art. With the help of Ed Services and Ricky Jones, we also launched our first ever dance team. They meet Mondays and Tuesday mornings at Oak, and they have already been winning awards. Our visual arts students have produced work that stops you in your tracks. From reflection entries to artwork displayed across our campus, these students are telling their stories in powerful ways. These programs do something that no test can measure. They build confidence for students, belonging, and the unshakable belief that their voice matters. And of course, at Oak, we believe every student should find their place and we work hard to ensure that they all feel it. We offer a wide range of student clubs that give our Lions a home beyond the classroom, from student leadership and STEM activities to service clubs, the Improv Club, Spanish Club, the International Food Club, and much more. Over 35 clubs in total. If there is a passion, we find a way to honor it. Our ASB, led by Ms. Allison James, is the heartbeat of our campus culture. They conduct spirit weeks, heritage celebrations, lunch activities. They create the moments that students carry with them long after 8th grade. And I'm sure they'll remember the walk over here today. But what I'm most proud of is how intentionally we celebrate our students every single month. Each month, we recognize a student of the month at each grade level, honoring the students who show up, who work hard, and represent what it means to be a Lion. And we don't stop there. We also celebrate a staff member of the month because champions deserve to be recognized too. Our ASB organizes lunch events, spirit weeks, and much, much more. And every month, our teachers recognize our Paul Award winners. These are the students that are recognized for demonstrating effort and hard work, pursuing academic and character excellence, and overall outstanding scholarly work. These aren't just programs. These are the threads that connect our students to each other, to their teachers, and to our school. That sense of belongings, that connection is what students need. And of course, I learned quickly that at Oak, the community doesn't just support the school. They are a part of our school. Our PTA, led by Ms. Amanda Drucker, has been an extraordinary partner this year. Their support for our students and our staff and our events is felt every single day. Here are just some of the accomplishments they've done this year. They've helped to support and sponsor 35 student clubs, student recognitions like Lion Pride Awards Breakfast, Honor Roll, Paul Award recognitions, innovation grants that include portable planetarium for astronomy night, calculators for math and science classrooms, track meet t-shirts, learning continuing education, Pear Deck classroom engagement tools, student enrichment activities, and as many of you know, they're sponsoring and supporting our upcoming Pi Day on Friday. They also support our back to school and holiday lunches for staff, as well as Staff Appreciation Week activities. Our monthly Lion Pride Breakfast brings those students together with staff and families for a moment of connection and celebration. And for this, we thank our PTA for sponsoring it. It is one of those quiet traditions that means everything to our students who are honored, and truly unlike anything I have ever been a part of as an educator. In terms of communication with our community and keeping that relationship tight, communication is something we take very seriously. Our ASB students produce Monday video announcements and daily PA updates to keep our students energized and informed. We survey students through Google Classroom because their voices shape our decisions. For families, we connect through Instagram, and every Sunday, the Lions Roar arrives in inboxes across our community, and our weekly newsletter that keeps Oak families in the know. This year, we've gathered our families in our community for Veterans Assembly, back to school night, lunch on the lawn, and much more. Because a school is only as strong as the community it is behind it, and our community is extraordinary. I want to take a moment to celebrate the creativity of our teachers, because what they do goes well beyond the textbook. Ms. Sigmund shows up to 7th grade history class in full night attire. Ms. Orozco teaches algebra through a marshmallow catapult project. Our science department coordinates astronomy night and aquarium trip. BattleBots, STEM lab, CO2 cars. Our teachers make learning an experience, and they do it because they know that that's what sticks. This year, we've also partnered with McAuliffe, and with the support of our district, we sent our teachers to McAuliffe's campus to be trained in the 5-star program. So far, 5-star gets 5 A's. It's a game changer. We're excited about what it means to our school culture moving forward. And none of this is possible without the support of LAIF, the Los Alamitos Education Foundation. LAIF is funding 6 grants at Oak this year, totaling $13,844, which includes CO2 dragster kits, camera equipment for yearbooks, instrument cases, and much more. We are grateful. LAIF is a true champion for our Oak students. I also want to acknowledge the spaces that our students learn and grow in. I've worked at several middle schools, and I can share that none of them have had a gym or an amphitheater. Our gym and amphitheater are more than buildings. They are where our students compete, perform, gather, and create memories. This year alone, those spaces have hosted intramural tournaments, performances, assemblies, community events, and recently, almost a Hollywood Bowl night event, thanks to our orchestra and Mr. Harrell. Our campus grounds team reflect the pride this community has in Oak. Thank you to our facilities team for making sure our Oak Lions walk to a campus every morning that tells them that they matter. Everything I've shared tonight is grounded in 4 values that guide everything we do: community, responsibility, equity, and commitment. Community, we build this intentionally through collaboration, shared voice, and the belief that we are better together. This year, we continue to invest in our PLC times and a sense of teacher efficacy. Responsibility, we create space for students to practice it, grow from it, and be celebrated for it. We recognize those students that exemplify the character that is valued on our campus through Paul Awards and Lion Pride. Their name sits on the marquee for weeks, and parents proudly see their images on our newsletter. Equity, every program, every support, every opportunity at Oak is available to every single student. That is a non-negotiable. We believe in safe spaces for everyone, and we celebrate the various groups on our campus. And this year, our staff took a deep dive into the California dashboard to explore select group data. Commitment. You see it in every classroom, in every practice, in every conversation that our teachers hold with our students. When they need someone to stop and listen, our teachers are committed. Our teachers are surveyed at the end of most staff meetings, and more than a few times I have asked, are you willing to commit to these common practices? And the resounding answer is yes. We're here for our students and our families. These are not aspirations. This is how our staff shows up every day for every Lion. Thank you, President Hill, members of the board, Dr. Pulver, and our entire Oak community. It is an honor. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Robert.
The Board of Education realizes it's not easy to get up here and speak. So Mackenzie and Sunny, would you come up and get your medals from the Board of Education? Mackenzie, I've known you since TK. You were perfect in TK. You're perfect as an eighth grader. Congratulations. And Sunny, your mother is wonderful. I know her well. Congratulations on behalf of the board. One more. In working with the Board of Education, we decided that it's not easy for a first-time principal to come up and address us. But you nailed it, and you get the You Did It award as well.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And Mr. Costello, I just want to say that I loved that you acknowledged the connection that you have with our principals of our other middle school. It's really important to us because we do talk about it all the time, that our Oaks and our Lions and our Eagles will come together and be Griffins, and that you are so aligned is really important, and that you support each other. Also, just in awe that Oak is one of the top 5 statewide middle schools. I think that's a lot to be celebrated. And it also really touched me when we talk about the whole child, and when you really dissected it and talked about mind, body, and heart. I think that was a beautiful way to put it. So thank you for an amazing presentation. And Mackenzie and Summer, I don't know how you were so in sync, but it was really cool. So it was very awesome. Thank you very much. We're just really happy for the presentation and to have this room full of Oak Lions that just never stop roaring. So let's see if any of the other board would like to make comments. Mr. Bragman?
First of all, for your first time presenting for your school report, awesome job. It's hard to get up there, so kudos to you. Great first year. I was lucky enough to be on campus, I think it was last week, right? And I think when I looked at your core values, I do this with my own team for my job. I always tell our team to look at their core values each week and identify what core values speaking to them on a given week. And when I look at it and I think about the walkthrough we had on campus last week, you talked about commitment every day for every Lion, and I saw that. We were there the first day back after ski week and walked into classes, 8:30, I think we walked in, and it was going. And it was not a show for us. You could tell that classes were ready to go. It was time to learn. People were turning their brains back on, their bodies back on when we saw people around campus. And so I really appreciate seeing that commitment from the staff, from the students, from the entire community to just jump right in. That's why you get the results you have. But I also think it also shows that the whole child is being completely valued, because we saw that also with check-ins that you were having with students, the students were having with their teachers. So thank you for joining our family here in LaSalle and for leading this amazing school. To see this many, we stopped in ASB or in leadership to see this many students, it's crazy. So it's crazy good. I love it. So thank you guys for taking the commitment to be leaders on campus. And I know some of you as 8th graders will be leading us as Griffins here soon enough. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Fulham.
My comments are very quick because you said that every student needs a champion, and both my grandsons have had major champions at Oak School, and for that I am very thankful. Great job.
Mrs. Davidson?
So, Robert, you were amazing in what you shared. I think what makes this community such an anomaly is that we don't just say we're a family, we truly are a family, and we build each other up. And Mrs. Hill was so right, that connection with other schools, not just the working together, but the building towards something. We were at the MUN conference, and it was so astounding to see those students participating, because when I was teaching at McAuliffe, we would ask our students to be pages so that they could see what MUN conferences were like, and they would run notes around. But the McAuliffe and Oak students were actually engaged in the whole process, and they were delegates, and they stood for a country. It was quite amazing to see what they could do. But when I walk through the classes, it always astounds me at that sense of unity, family, and communion, in that teachers all bring their own identities to the classroom, but they're all addressing the same standards and objectives. It's evident that there's great teamwork, which I give a lot of credit to Mrs. Reed for building that across the district, and to all of your teachers. That sense of collaboration doesn't deny us the right to be who we are. So as teachers, you have exceptional teachers, and I love that you addressed the contributions of everybody across the entire school, because even when I drive past the school, Oak's been there a long time. The way that it's been beautified, the way that the plants, the shrubs, the banners, the logos on the sides of buildings are what make it different from other school districts. So your leadership is obviously is a very positive presence, and we welcome you and thank you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson. Mrs. Partisani.
Well, Mr. Castillo, I want to congratulate you for your seamless integration and acclimation into the Oak Middle School. You truly have become a lion, and so quickly. So congratulations. A couple of things you said stood out, and I think that my fellow board members have touched on it. but it's worth reiterating. I think the partnership that you've created with McAuliffe and also the high school has been instrumental. And I really want to commend you on that. And I love the fact that you recognized Mr. Cordermarsh and Mrs. Kraus, because I think that that partnership in the middle, at the middle school, where it's really a very difficult transition for our students. And the fact that you guys have come together, recognized it, and really made it something that not only helps bring up our elementary students, but also prepares our middle schoolers as they transition into the high school. And I really appreciate that. And I also wanted to highlight the fact that when you talked about the data and the achievement scores, you know, I loved it when you said that it's not just math and ELA, but it's when every teacher takes accountability for the data, that's when we see our students thrive. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. So thank you. And thank you to the staff and the community and the students that are here supporting your school. We love seeing you and we appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you very much. Dr. Pulver.
Thank you. It's always fun to go last and to see how aligned that we are, because we all pick up on many of the same things. Great job to Mackenzie and Summer for your wonderful speech. The synchronization was awesome, but you also showed your individuality as well, which I think is really what makes all of us special, and kind of aligns with what Mrs. Davidson said, is that collaboration, you don't lose your individuality at the same time. Really how the mantra of anyone can be a champion for students. And I think that's the mantra that Oak was using throughout the thread here. And I think that's so true, whether it be, and you touched on that in terms of all the different staff, the classified staff, our office staff, our custodians, obviously our teachers, an array of administrators and counselors and wellness counselors, et cetera, that really make great things happen. And I think that's why Oak continues to do so well. It's that collaboration, it's that all of us taking that ownership, as I think Mrs. Partisani was saying, whether it be our data for academics, but that these are our kids. And so they're all of our kids. And so we have to take ownership to make sure that their futures are wide open. And I think Oak Middle School does an exceptional job. Their roar is loud and clear and energetic and passionate, and we love it. And I just kudos as well to double the ASB class is phenomenal in a year. So great job, Mrs. James. And I know that's really, again, probably a school-wide effort as well. But that school community is beyond impressive. And that collaboration that we've talked about, I too was going to touch not just with McAuliffe Middle School, but with the high school, particularly this year with the elective showcase and some of the things that we did a couple Saturdays ago. So it's just a great place to be a student. I am so fortunate to be in a district where our community rallies behind its youth, and so do our staff. And I think that's really the magic sauce. So great job. Thank you and welcome.
Mr. Casillo, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're moving to the next.
We're moving to the Hero of the Heart.
Okay.
I should have probably been a little clearer about that. I apologize.
All right. So let me then thank you for allowing me to speak to the next portion. I'll begin by saying the true hero is someone who rolls up their sleeves, leads with heart, and inspires an entire community to dream bigger and do much more. Mrs. Amanda Drucker does exactly that. As Oaks PTA president, Amanda is our logistical coordinator, our organizer, our cheerleader, our everything in between. Her energy, vision, and relentless commitment to our students and families have transformed what our school community can accomplish together. Thank you very much, Ms. Drucker, for being Oak Middle School's Hero of the Heart.
Yeah!
I have much more to add. I just wanted her to come up here with me. Under Amanda's leadership, our Oak PTA took a bold step last year, moving away from a third-party fundraising company in an effort to minimize costs and put more dollars directly into the hands of our students. The result, our Oak community responded in a big way, raising over $100,000 this year. But fundraising isn't only one chapter of her story. Through Amanda's leadership, our PTA has fueled innovation grants that bring a portable planetarium to our astronomy night, calculators in math and science classrooms, and again, provided Pear Deck to enhance instruction. Our PTA supports 35 student-led clubs, Pi Day, Reflections Arts Competition, Lion Pride Awards breakfast, honor roll, Paul Award celebrations, and Amanda approaches every challenge with a let's make it happen attitude. From coordinating all the 8th grade activities, staff appreciation events, recruiting volunteers for welcome events, for today, ASB festivals, and everything in between, she makes it all look effortless. Her warm and positivity have created a culture where families feel welcome, staff feels valued, and students feel celebrated. Beyond her extraordinary contributions to Oak, Amanda is a devoted mother and wife. With a 6th grader on campus, we are fortunate to know of her presence in our community is far from over, and we're hopeful she'll stick around even after her daughter promotes. Because once you're part of the Oak family, you're a Lion for life. Amanda's a doer, a leader, and a shining example of what it means to serve selflessly. Her kindness, determination, and unwavering support uplift everyone around her. It is an honor and a privilege to present Miss Amanda Drucker as Oak's 2025 Hero of the Year. Amanda, your dedication to our school and your tireless efforts strengthen our community for our students, staff, and families, and it is deeply appreciated. Thank you for leading with your heart and for always making Oak a better place.
Well, I surely do appreciate this honor. I love Oak PTA. I have a fantastic team. It was very intimidating to come in as a 6th grade parent and take on this role, but I gotta tell you, between being able to, first Mrs. Garcia and now Mr. Castillo, I mean, literally anytime I need them, they're there. The support of the admin team and the staff, it really is, easy to do my job, to support, what the fantastic, teacher, staff, everybody here, leads with heart at Oak. So it's really easy to just support what you do. I am proud that we brought fundraising in-house. It is fantastic to be able to, totally change the attitude about innovation grants and just really be a, if it supports Oak students, we are saying yes. So anyway, I love this school, I love this community, and I really just appreciate this honor. So thank you.
On behalf of the Board of Education, we too value all you do for Oak Middle School, and you get what I think is one of our most special medals that says, thank you, you were awesome, but you made a huge difference. So thank you.
Love
Mrs. Drucker, before you leave, Mrs. Drucker, before you leave, do you have any family in the audience you would like to?
Today was a crazy day.
Okay.
My daughter is she is at one of the first in many, many years festivals for orchestra. She's at Kennedy High School. So I am literally leaving and going. I wanted to be here to support Mr. Castillo, but my daughter is there. My husband is there with her. So
Great. Well, yeah. I would just like to say I have no doubt that they're exceptionally proud of you and that you really model the behavior that we hope our students take away from Oak, the service and service above self. And so we're just really appreciative of you for that, to give so much to this school, and I know that they are very proud of you. Thank you. Dr. Pulver?
Only if she needs to leave, maybe we can take 30 seconds to take a picture with.
We'd be happy to.
okay.
Yep.
Right, I appreciate that.
Right up here real quick, Ms. Nicole, Mr. Castillo, Mrs. Hill.
Coming.
For the wrap up.
Thank you. Should I take that?
Yes. I think.
All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, what an exciting celebratory night this is this evening. So next, I would like to call on Dr. Reese Wright.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, Oak Lion community. I am Ryan Wieswright, and I have a couple of really positive things that we get to do out of HR. And it's recognizing our Employees of the Year and recognizing our Every Student Succeeding. And so I believe, I'm not sure. Perfect. So first up, please welcome up to the podium, Mr. Mark Ochoa. So Every Student Succeeding is an initiative that comes out of ACSA, which is the Association of Southern California School Administrators, that recognizes students that have overcome extenuating circumstances or obstacles and have been true representatives of what it means to persevere, to have grit, and to be successful. And so Mark embodies all of those things. And so I'm going to let Mr. Castillo share a little bit about the celebration that we got to recognize Mark at last Friday.
Come on over, Mark. So Mark has been a phenomenal student on our campus. This past week, he was recognized at the AXA Region 17 ceremony, and he had breakfast with our board members, some of our board members, our superintendent and Dr. Wieswright, along with Ms. Reynolds and Mr. Segura. And what we wanted to do was make sure that he was recognized. It's very important to acknowledge that Mark was born with some impairments that impacted him, and I spoke to his parents and they were okay. Before he even left the hospital as a newborn, a nurse noticed that something was not working correctly, so he was airlifted to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles for emergency treatment. Since that day, Mark has faced multiple surgeries, and he's shown us with grit and determination that he can continue to be the very best Oak Lion and demonstrate for us what perseverance looks like. Mark has a smile wherever he goes, and what makes him remarkable is that he is ready to overcome anything. It's not what he does with what's going on. He is an office aide. He helps classmates in math class, and for those who are struggling, I'm so sorry. He helps his classmates in math class who are struggling, not because he has to, but because people have helped him, and he wants to give back. He has a support system of teachers that give him the flexibility to recover and return. That includes Ms. Reynolds, Ms. Tommy, and Ms. Regina, who check on him. It's not just about grades, but they check on him and seeing how he's doing. So I'm very happy to say and very honored to be a part of Mark's life, because he not only shows us what it's like to be, to persevere, but to show us that he can persevere with strength and dignity. So thank you, Mark.
Mark, on behalf of the Board of Education, you get our probably highest medal. You are the best. So congratulations.
Just so everybody knows, Mark was celebrated with, I believe it was a new Chromebook, a couple of tickets to Knott's Berry Farm, and some other goodie bag stuff from AXA, in addition to this medal and the certificate. Congratulations, Mark. We're very proud of you.
Mark.
Oh, Mark, is your family here?
Yes.
Do you want to introduce them real fast? Go ahead. Have them stand up. Thank you, guys.
Mark, I just want to say that we're very, very proud of you, and that also really appreciate the beautiful way that you led the Pledge of Allegiance. And so thank you for being in our boardroom tonight and being such a spectacular human being. Mrs. Davidson would like to add something.
I just want to say that I was really fortunate to get to be the board member who went to the breakfast. And Mark, you were astounding. We walked up, every person who walked up to the table, you stood up, shook hands, introduced yourself. I sat down beside you and you had so much to share. Obviously, your mom and dad and your brother have raised you to be this powerfully loving, caring, compassionate soul. And you have leadership qualities. That smile alone will charm the world. But I am so proud of you. We're so proud of you, and we wish you the best. You're going to be a great Griffin.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson. Dr. Reese-Wright, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you. More good news. So Oak was also home of one of our classified employees of the year. So please welcome up Miss April Quinones. Woo-hoo. So April, we were super excited to celebrate April. I think, were we in December when we celebrated you? As one of our classified employees of the year. April is an instructional aide in special education who's been serving the district for 8 years and is just outstanding. And I'm going to let her principal, Mr. Castillo, tell us a little bit about April.
Okay. All right. So April has served as an instructional assistant in special education at Oak for over 8 years. And in that time, she's become one of the most trusted and respected members of our entire campus community. She is the most requested instructional aide by teachers and administrators, not because it is her job, because of who she is, steady, compassionate, and completely devoted to her students. What makes April extraordinary is that she holds a teaching credential, yet chooses every day to show up for students in this role. She has taught summer school, served as a home hospital instructional teacher for students facing medical and emotional challenges, and then recently joined a district-level instructional aid stipend committee. She was selected because of her deep respect that she holds among staff and administrators alike. April leads quietly by example. Students feel safe with her. Students feel confident when she walks into their classroom, and administrators never have to wonder. They simply know April will handle it with grace.
April, Papa Forham's coming, so. Go ahead.
All right, you presented us with a problem. You got our medal already. In fact, I saw you, but I have to do the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I think I saw you and I gave it to you. Well, now you get our biggest award. You get the trophy, and it says, "You're the best." So congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Relax. We've got a few more people before you have to say anything. So, April, I just want to say that, we believe that this is a pretty special district with special people. And so when you rise to the top of that, that means you're absolutely extraordinary. And thank you for the work you do. It has to come from your heart and from passion to do that work absolutely every day and give the very best to your students, and they deserve it. And I can tell by looking at you, you believe that they deserve it. And we are very, very appreciative to you for that. And I am really honored to be able to give you this beautiful plaque that has your name on it and says you're the employee of the year, for one of the employees of the year for us. Thank you.
So nice.
Dr. Pulver?
And so, we are so fortunate to have an amazing team of employees who we get to work alongside to do such great work on behalf of our students. But I think no one represents a finer individual than you, April. It was so fun to be able to go to Oak and surprise her because it's clear not only did you have the esteem of so many here at the district office and others who nominated you, but at your school site. There were so many of your fellow classified employees, teachers, administrators who were in on the surprise, and they knew as soon as we were able to recognize you that they wanted to be there as well. You clearly have a passion for students, and one of the things we talk about is our eyes light up for our kids. Your eyes light up for everyone, whether it's our kids, your colleagues, one another. But you also run to our students who need us the most. You do such exceptional work. There is no job too big or too small, and you love to make, at times your job varies throughout the year or even in the summer, taking on some different leadership roles. And we have over 450 classified employees, and we get to recognize about 3 a year. And so that just shares what an exceptional individual you are. So congratulations. We are so blessed, so honored to be able to have your passion, your dedication, and just the sheer joy that you bring each and every single day to make sure that our kids thrive. So congratulations. You're welcome. And one other thing, we are fortunate to have such an amazing partnership with LAIF. LAIF also wants to be able to recognize our employees of the year. And so LAIF has a gift card dedicated to you right here. April, you can spend however you want on yourself. So thank you, Carrie Logue, and the entire LAIF board for recognizing our classified employees as well. Thank you. You're welcome. And now you can
I just wanted to say thank you to all of my Oak family and staff and friends that I've met along the way. All of you students out there are very special. I love what I do. It's very meaningful. Not only do I teach you guys, but you guys teach me how to be a better person. Thank you.
So I did want to let you know we do have the lovely trophy for you and a certificate from the board and administration, also a certificate from our wonderful personnel commission, and a certificate from Tony Strickland's office.
Thank you
so much. Stay for pictures.
And we're going to take pictures shortly.
So I believe that we will be moving into our time of recess. And so Mrs. Drucker, we already took her picture. She left. Mark, we'd love to take another photo of you.
We're gonna go to places like.
like a little hole in the wall places.
I want to like question how I'm gonna feel the next day. That's my
And
favorite
feel
kind of
free,
thing.
like, branch off, you know, mark and go off for hours.